What is going on, everybody? It is Aaron here with the Rookie Geek, coming at you again with another lightsaber review. We have been doing LGT companies. I did Pack Store. I've done I think most of the companies that I've bought from at this point. I still have one on the way, and I'm really excited about that, and we'll get to that one eventually. But right now, I thought I'd put it off long enough. I wanted to start off my channel with doing a lot of positive reviews, and not so much, harping on things. But we're going to be about 50-50 with this one, just going ahead, just to give you kind of an idea of where I'm headed with this. So we are going to review a company that is pretty infamous throughout the lightsaber community, and that is Ultra Sabers. Ultra Sabers was my first company. And based on their advertising campaigns, it's a lot of people's first. If you Google real lightsaber or battle ready lightsaber or anything to that effect, your first thing on the Google search is going to be Ultra Sabers. It's probably going to be the first 15 links, and you'll see all of their sabers on the shopping tab. I mean, it's ridiculous. I can't really harp on them for it because, it is a business and they're getting their name out there. But it caught my eye, when I was first wanting something of substance, wanting something more than the flip out lightsabers of our childhood. So with this, one of my favorite, Jedi or just Force users of all time is Satele Shan of the Old Republic. She was the Jedi Grand Master during the Old Republic era. And I absolutely love her staff, and that typically is what it is, but as I will go further into with Ultra Sabers, price was definitely a factor in deciding whether or not to get both sides of the staff. So we'll start with the positives, right? The positives for Ultra Sabers. This is my Grandmaster Ultra Sabers, right? Just an obsidian soundboard in it. I believe it's the lowest, soundboard that they have. It is not, not very flashy in the electronics department, but, we'll go more into that. But let's look at the positives here with the detailing on the hilt. This is all laser etched in there. This is beautiful. Now, you come in, it's a little impractical because, again, I believe it was, it's made to be a staff. So, with this, it just makes it a little harder, especially if you're trying to go two-handed with it. It just makes that difficult. But the hilt itself is just gorgeous. The attention to detail, it is solid all the way around. I love the window emitters here. But, that's about as far as I'm going to go with positives on this. So I always say if you really love their hilts, then just get them empty and then have somebody fix them up for you. I'm about to actually have somebody do that for this hilt for me. I've just put it off long enough. I feel like I need to do it. But, where Ultra Sabers really loses me, and I think a lot of people, is the features, the electronics. Because, yes, their hilts are a little big. That is a really big hilt. But it isn't exactly, a deal breaker. But I would say that the soundboards, based on what you can get from other companies, is definitely not up to par. There might have been a time, I've only been doing this for a couple of years as far as collecting lightsabers go, and I'm not sure if at one point in time they were top of the line and they've just kind of slacked. But basically, for what I paid for this, I could have gotten two very decent LGT sabers, or I could have gotten a NeoPixel saber. This right here with the Obsidian soundboard and everything, it's been a while, but if I remember correctly, was getting close to $400. That is a little much for me to spend on a single color in-hilt LED that just has basic wah 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 and no smooth swing, no nothing like that. So, at the time when I got this, I was ecstatic. How could you not love your first lightsaber no matter what you get? But then, I got a Sentinel from them, which I will review later. It's it's a very basic saber. I got it to do some to try and get into customizing and doing a little crafting with hilts. And then soon after, I started checking out other companies and then fell on LGT companies, and quickly realized after I got my lightsaber that I'm getting ripped off with electronics when it comes to my Ultra Saber. Now, here we are, flash forward a couple years later. I still love this hilt. I love the feel of it. I love the look of it. It is definitely a beautiful display piece. I just feel like I haven't really had the desire to pick it up and actually do anything with it. Because not only are the electronics just so basic in comparison to my other hilts, but it's also battery operated in the sense that it doesn't have an in-hilt battery. It doesn't have a big battery that you can recharge. It just takes AA's. And it's just as frustrating as you might think. So the pommel, again, here, I mean, look at the pommel. It's beautiful. I don't want to just, crap all over Ultra Sabers or anything, but you get in here, and then here's your battery pack with the speaker attached. Now the speaker, the sound and everything is loud, it's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that there. However, this right here, the way they have it all, I mean, you open it up and they've just got it all electrical taped. They've just got this Velcro strap on it, and it constantly happens where my batteries will knock out of place, and then it just turns off. I actually took a circle, a picture of me in a circle with all of my lightsabers. I have that actually, I believe it's my page, picture on my main page on Facebook and several others. But you'll notice there's one lightsaber that's not lit up, and it's this one, because just as I was taking that, or my wife was taking that picture, it died, and that's fairly common. And I'm actually going to show you that right now. And that happens fairly regularly. Now, like I said, I'm actually having somebody redo the electronics on the inside of here. I have a good guy named Matt that does Babu Sabers. He does some great custom work, and he assured me that with the Ultra Sabers hilts, they are actually it's actually fairly easy because they're so big. So it doesn't take a lot to actually get these rewired. So my suggestion, if you ever do you've seen something from Ultra Sabers that you really like, but you've heard too many bad things, or you're just not sure, I would highly recommend just getting a hilt and an empty. Don't get a stunt saber or anything. Just get an empty and then have somebody work on it. Now you could get a stunt saber, or you could just order an empty and a blade. That would probably be what I would do, just to make sure that you have a blade, because they all take it's the same size blade as anything. It's that 1-inch polycarbonate. So what I would do is just go ahead and go with an empty. And then that way you can get some decent electronics in here, because I don't know if Ultra Sabers plans on upgrading their electronics, but I mean, considering how long they've been in business, I have a feeling it's working just fine for them, so I don't know if there'd be any motivation. But for one, I'm 50-50 with Ultra Sabers. On the one side, it's, they are unbelievably beautiful, just from top to bottom. But there's just so many things that you get with LGT sabers and Ultimate Works sabers, and and Vader's Vault, and you name it. All these other ones, you get so much for your money. I mean, this with Ultra Sabers, you have to pay extra for a light up LED, which all but maybe 2 of my sabers have. So that right there is kind of crazy. It doesn't have flash on clash. That costs more money. If you go down the list and you start going through the electronics and all the upgrades that you can make, you start seeing the money pile up really fast. And what I paid for this, I could have bought 2 RGB sabers, or I could have bought one Profi NeoPixel saber. So in retrospect, not my favorite purchase of all time, but I also can't hate it entirely. It is my first lightsaber ever, and I do love Satil Shan so much, and I do love the look of it. And I cannot wait to actually upgrade the electronics in this, because it really is a letdown when you see something that you love so much and it's so beautiful. And then you would rather play with some of your more basic hilts just because they have more features. But all right, guys. So this is the Grandmaster in black from Ultra Sabers. It is the basic Obsidian soundboard. And I am Aaron with the Rookie Geek, and I will see you guys next time. You all have a great day.